Hello, hello, and welcome back to Overly Critical. Yes, we are back, and of course that means I've got to put up with some more Martin. Martin, how you doing?
Oh, I'm so glad to be here.
Well, I'm so happy that you're happy. I'm glad to be back too. It's nice. It's nice.
And I'm here in my super nice sounding room, brand new room that Max has been waiting for me to do for so long. And then as soon as I get it done, I go, Max, I spent thousands and thousands of pounds on this. We're ready. We can make YouTube content. He's like, going back to work. Can't be bothered no more. Lazy.
Thousands of pounds. You mean
okay,
you put
liquor paint, whatever.
Liquor paint, and you put a rug on the floor. Well done.
No, liquor
well
paint, rug, £50 table from IKEA. Oh, the stuff.
Oh, big spender. All right, let's have a look at Martin playing Zarya while defending on Temple of Anubis. All right, the beautiful team composition in this low solo queue game. I say lows because I'm playing on my Smurf, and we're joined by our buddy Price2K, who is also fairly low level as well. The team composition is Zarya, Zenyatta, Mei, Torbjorn, Bastion, and Hanzo. I'm on the Hanzo, and our good buddy Price is on the Mei. And as you can see, we're getting all kinds of recognized in this game, and Martin's not very happy about it.
But you were saying, oh, I hate it when people ask these questions.
Is that what I sound like?
I was typically like, yeah!
All I want to be is famous.
It's all right, Donovan. Thanks for ruining Overly Critical.
Hey, Donovan.
Better than Max doing.
It's awesome. It's awesome. It's just me trying to be nonchalant and awkward. I can't help it. It's what I am. Obviously, we're running Torb and Bastion. We've got the double turret set up.
We had Price doing the classic Mei wall for no reason. Love that.
Did he wall them?
He's all the way up there. I don't know what he's doing up there.
The wall them in their spawn before any of them have come out technique.
I don't know. They are standing in that choke. They've created a whole new choke that I never knew about. Yeah, wow, I almost died.
They were standing in there while I'm pelting them with arrows. I've already got a couple of kills. You might have been a little bit aggressive. I mean, Price is far too aggressive. Yeah. Like, there's no need to be on that side of the choke.
Where should I stand as Zarya? Like, I honestly want to get better as Zarya, and I don't understand her. I'm not very good at her. I don't know on this because it's obvious. Like the thing with Bastions, is like I need to stand in front of my team with my massive shield up. That's obvious. Where do I need to stand?
Reinhardt, not Bastion.
Reinhardt, sorry. Where do I need to stand? If I'm not... Okay, I've got a lot of health and I've got a shield in that, but obviously I don't have the same amount of absorption ability or even team protection ability. Do I need to be at the front or should I be in the middle? Like,
you should be standing behind the Reinhardt shield. So in a proper team composition, which obviously this isn't, we've got two turrets, a Hanzo, sorry, that's me, and a Mei. But in a proper team composition, you're probably going to have a Reinhardt, and you should be standing behind that Reinhardt shield and then going forward to try and get charged. Kind of like what you're doing. You're being a little bit overly aggressive and... Oh my god, what on earth happened there? Did he put a Mei wall between you and Reinhardt to stop the charge?
If he did, it was purely by accident.
Or did he die?
I think he died. I don't know.
I might have to watch that back in super slow motion, or if you guys just say in the comments if you saw what happened there. That looked pretty crazy. But positioning on Zarya, is very difficult. It's one of those ones where, like you say, you're not quite sure what to do because you're a tank, but at the same time you're kind of a support because you've got those bubbles that you want to throw on people, so you kind of want to be in a position where you can see them to throw the bubbles on them. In this case, you are the only tank, so you should be the person that's in the front absorbing the damage and being a distraction for the enemy. So your positioning is generally right. You're being a little bit overly aggressive from time to time.
I mean, I'm never sure on the range as well of that beam. I hate that beam because that beam looks like it goes on forever, but it doesn't do damage all the way down, does it?
No. It doesn't go on forever. It only goes out.
It feels like when you look at it, it looks like it goes. You shoot up into the sky like that. Like, does that go all the way up to that bridge? It doesn't go that far, does it?
I mean, this is one of those things that you're just going to have to play Zarya to get to grips with. And Zarya is definitely a hero that if you have thought about playing, you should definitely pick up. Because if you want to climb and you're queuing a lot of solo queue or maybe just a lot of duo queue in competitive, Zarya is a great hero to get good at. She is probably the easiest champion to carry with. I would say Zarya or Zenyatta are the two must-learn heroes if you're looking to just climb the ladder.
I can say yes for Zenyatta on that. I like Zenyatta.
Because they're both very powerful, and they're both. I don't want to say easy to play because there's a lot of finesse to like both of them, but they can have a huge impact on the game, and you don't necessarily have to be the best shot in the world. Like if you play McCree, like you can only do well with McCree if you're good at shooting, and he's a very difficult character to shoot with. Whereas Zenyatta and Zarya, while they both do require accuracy and aim, it's a lot more forgiving. And it's a lot more about understanding positioning and how to support your team properly and playing well. And if you understand that, then you can play very well with her. And obviously Zarya's got the game-changing ultimate.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many people you can combo that ult with and just do so much damage. Is that your first death?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe the second. I don't know. I was too engrossed in all of your wonderful information.
too distracted by my.
Also, half her health is shield, isn't it? Oh, what's the blue bit? The blue health.
Yeah, blue health is shield. My God, how long have you been playing Overwatch?
Well, I know. Okay, I know Yellow's armor. I didn't know if it had another name other than shield because she also has bubbles, which are.
Yeah, So half her health is shield, which she recharges on its own as long as you're not taking damage. So 200 health, 200 shields. So that's how Zarya works, is because she can take damage.
Do you think that's why her and Zenyatta are also quite good? Because they don't require someone else to come heal you to like kind of run back into the fight.
Yeah, you can take some poke. I mean, it mostly synergizes with her sort of barrier and charge system. I think you panicked a little bit there.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Because you just kind of like,
oh my God, it should have been hit!
Because soldier ult against tanks is actually often a DPS loss. I mean, Zarya is a little bit different because she is one of the smaller tanks, but usually you can headshot quite easily. So soldier against Diva, like using the ultimate is a DPS loss if you're soldier and you pop it against Diva.
Does she have headshots?
Well, Zarya, of course she does.
For the beam?
Oh, for the beam? No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't. I'm talking about soldier.
No, yeah. What about the bubble, the blobs you throw out?
No, they can't headshot either. They're explosives. Okay. They're like little grenades.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. None of her stuff can headshot at all. You can't get it. But when she's got 100 charge, she doesn't need to headshot. She just melts people. That's
one thing I'm not very good at. I'm not very good at keeping an eye on what my charge is at. Even though it's just a little number below my crosshair, I still kind of go, oh, and what am I at? Oh, 30. Oh, I'm at 0. I'm at 100. I had no idea either way where I was at.
It's one of those things that you just need to glance at every now and again. It lets you know when you can be aggressive and when you should just be looking to charge your shield. I mean, this is why the fact that she has shields on top of her barriers is it synergizes really well with her kit. So it's all about pushing forward into the enemy, getting them to shoot at you, and then you pop a barrier up. And you take a load of damage, get a load of charge, and then you'll probably take some shield damage, but it's shield damage, so then you back off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it charges back up on its own.
How much more damage are you doing once you get the charge up? I mean, I know you say significant. I mean, like, is it twice as much, like 5 times as much, 1,000,000 times?
I can't remember exactly how much it changes, but I think at 100% it's up to double damage, and it might just be a multiplier in between. But I can't remember.
Yeah, you can't remember. Yeah, that's fine.
And
see, like now, look, there you go. It's like boosting up, and like, what's good? Like, what's a good amount to like sort of think? Well, I can be a bit aggressive. Do you think like? If I've got 30, like, can I be a bit aggressive with it, or do I need to wait till I'm like more like in the 60s, or
I mean, being aggressive still more comes down to being with your team and what your team's doing. It's still a team game. You still can't run into people 1v6 and kill everybody.
No, but I mean, you're talking about like poke forward a bit, pick up some charge. At what point am I going right? I picked up enough charge. I can kind of like be a bit more aggressive. I'm going to deal with the.
Wow, that's a big ult. That's a dragon through the big hole. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, hashtag I did that.
I'd forgotten about that.
Hashtag Max was there too. Hashtag Max hates me saying hashtag.
Yep. Every time
hashtag
I die a little bit inside.
I like annoying Max more.
50 charge and above. 50. I'm gonna bring it back here, Martin. I'm bringing it back.
All right, cool.
50 charge and above. That's generally what you're looking at. That's when you start doing significant damage as Zarya.
Okay.
I mean, it often comes down to a timing thing. I see a lot of Zaryas, like, they just run at me with their barrier up. Like, you're never going to bait any charge damage out of somebody like that.
You haven't ever ran at me playing soldier with your barrier. I will shoot that all day long.
You almost want to, like, wait until you start taking damage. Wait until the enemy starts shooting at you. Yeah. And then you bring your barrier up. And then that way you can make sure that you're going to get some charge out of it, for sure. And also, you want to be aware of the other heroes' reloads. Like before, I mean, going back, if you remember, you were in that little corridor to the right, and you popped your barrier against a McCree whilst he was reloading. Now, don't feel too bad about that. I do that still a lot. Like, I pop my barrier when I know, or I should realise that the enemy hero is reloading, and it's just a waste. It's not going to take any damage, you're not going to get any charge. But it's just one of those things where you need to learn Zarya. She's one of those heroes that's very rewarding.
I'm listening. Oh, I'm 100. No, I'll kill someone. No, I'm going to die. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. I'm at like 90 odd.
But you're going to melt that shield pretty quick. Oh, he charged you. Yeah, I mean, you were kind of asking for that.
Yeah. I mean, what I find that looking at this, I think that one of the biggest weaknesses I have is not putting the shield, one of the many weaknesses, is not putting the shield on my teammates. I'm often very bad at that. I mean, it seems a bit easier, not that I do it well, but technically easier to know when to put it on yourself, because, if you're getting shot, you can kind of go, oh crap, I want to have a shield. But like, how much do you need to be looking around, and how much, how preemptively do you want to be putting that on other people? Because, you if you're waiting till the Hanzo is starting to get a shot, probably by the time you press the button,
the time to kill in this game is very low. So, like you say, often you're just going to put it on them. Oh, you're going to try and put it on them, and they're going to be dead. You've got to look at like the enemies that they've got. The heroes that the enemy has got, and the heroes that you've got. And so, if they've got a Roadhog, you can almost be sat there waiting for a teammate to get hooked, and then you're going to bubble them as they get hooked. Because if you get the timing right, if there's something that you learn, how long the hook takes, then you're stumbling over words. You learn the timing on that, because if you do it too early, you're just going to protect them, which is still good. But if you get good at it, you bubble them as you know the Roadhog's going to shoot them. So bam, 50 charge.
Yeah.
So it's just a question of reading the situation and thinking about it. I find it's just one of those things that if you just think about more and more, you're going to get better and better at. It's just have these ideas in the back of your head. I've got a bubble for my friendly players. You're not just going to throw it on them at random. Start thinking about the opportune times to do it. And if you start thinking about that more and more, then you're going to find you start making decisions based on that thought process. Some of them are going to be bad and some of them are going to be good. But the good ones are going to be good, and you're going to be like, right, that was good, I'll do that again. And the bad ones, you're going to be like, okay, I can learn from that. That was bad. I won't do that again. So it's just about mindset and thinking about it, and you will learn from the different situations. Like the Roadhog one is just a nice, easy example. Thanks for watching. If you are a Patreon and would like Martin and I to analyse your gameplay, please record yourself playing a full game from Hero Select all the way through to the card voting screen at the end in 1080p and 60 frames a second. You can then share that with us however you see fit, whether it's through a file sharing service or you just want to upload it to YouTube. Send a link as a message to us on the Patreon. We will unlikely be able to cover every game sent to us, so I apologise in advance if we don't cover your game. If a full competitive game is sent, we will likely cover only 10 to 15 minutes of it, in the interest of keeping the video length consistent. I'm looking forward to checking out your gameplay. Until next time, take it easy, and I'll see you soon.